What's up, guys? In today's video, artificial intelligence is going to pick out my perfect makeup. So if you're not familiar with ChatGPT, basically it's, I guess, like an online platform, a website. I don't know the correct terminology, but I just go online onto ChatGPT and you can ask this thing anything. It basically talks to you like a human. We've actually been having so much fun with it. I don't know if me and my family are just very easily amused, but you can basically ask it to tell your kid a bedtime story. I had my son on there asking it to make up a story about his two favorite stuffed animals, Tiny Tim and Sheldon. So it came up with this whole big story about Tiny Tim the pygmy goat and Sheldon the alpaca. It's really fun. We had it write a poem about my son, and even like my son was doing a book report the other day and it was on R.L. Stine, you know, the guy who wrote the Goosebumps books, and he did a timeline, and I just wanted to kind of double check it after he went to bed. I just typed into this thing, like, give me a timeline of R.L. Stine's life, and it came up with the whole thing. It just wrote it for me, and I started thinking this could actually be a dangerous thing because kids could use this to like write reports for them and things like that. But all of that aside, I thought it would be fun to ask ChatGPT just to pick out the perfect makeup for me, like the perfect eyeshadow for blue eyes or the perfect foundation for dry skin. So that's what we're going to do today, and we're just going to do it in real time. I'm going to see what it picks out for me. If it's something I don't have, I'll just ask it to select something else. So I don't know how this is going to work, but let's go ahead and jump right in and get started. All right, so I'm just going to pin my huge hair back today. I just got the Dyson Airwrap and I'm using it for the first time, and it gave my hair a crazy amount of volume. I have pretty fine hair, which is why I curl it all the time because it usually gives it a little bit more volume, but this is like, whoa, it's probably going to calm down once the curls come out a little. But anyway, let's go ahead into ChatGPT. I think I'm going to start with eyeshadow, and I think because I'm wearing gray today, I'm going to ask it to select a good cool tone palette for blue eyes. So let's try this out. Please choose a cool tone palette that would look nice with blue eyes. All right, so this says the Colourpop Stone Cold Fox palette is actually a great choice for cool toned eyeshadows that would complement blue eyes. It features a mix of cool tone grays, blues, and purples that would really make blue eyes pop. I don't know if this thing is stalking me, but that's probably my most used palette. This is the one that I use almost every single day. So I'm a little creeped out right now, but we're just gonna go with it. I think I'm gonna start with the shade Stranger, which is this one right over here. And I'm gonna use the crease brush from my Doll 10 JENPHELPS collection. I'm so excited that I can finally use these on camera. Yay! This is an awesome crease brush. It's not too fluffy and it's not too stiff. It's kind of somewhere right in between. So it really keeps the shadow right in place wherever you put it, and then you can just kind of blend it out from there. And this transition color is really perfect for my skin tone because it's kind of just like one step darker than my skin. I love it. This is the color that I start with almost every single time when I use this palette. All right, so next, I think I'm going to use the shade Stone Age right here, and I'm just gonna add a little bit of pink, and I'm just gonna put this a little bit lower into my crease. I wasn't sure if I was going to do like a pink look or a gray look today, but I love the pinks in here because they're kind of more like a dusty mauvey shade. Next, I'm going to choose the shade Obsidian, which is this one right down here on the bottom. And I'm just going to deepen the outer corner using the eye detailing brush from my set. I'm just going to place this on the outer corner and kind of blend it back toward the center. Then I'm just going to soften that and blend it with the blending brush. For my lid, I'm going to start with the shade Nice Guy right here. And I'm just going to apply this right to the center of my lid. And then I'm going to use the shade Mystery in the inner corner. I love these shades. I actually use them all the time, but I just feel like they go together so well. Then I'm just going to go back into the shade Ghost Town that I used in my crease, and I'm going to apply that to the lower lash line with the pencil brush. Okay, so eyes are done. Let's go ahead and see what mascara it's going to recommend. And I think I'm going to ask it for a drugstore option because I really don't have a lot of high-end mascaras. So let's see what they have to say. Please give me a random drugstore mascara that's good for lengthening lashes. Okay, so it says one drugstore mascara that is popular for lengthening lashes is the Maybelline Lash Sensational Mascara. Okay, unfortunately, I don't have that one, so let me just ask it for a different option. Let's see. Please give me another option. It says, sure, another drugstore mascara that is great for lengthening your lashes is the L'Oreal Paris Telescopic Mascara. I do have this one. The mascara has a thin, flexible brush that can reach even the tiniest lashes, allowing you to build length without clumping or smudging. The formula is also infused with vitamin B5 and ceramides to help nourish and strengthen your lashes. Many users love this mascara for its ability to add length and definition to their lashes while still looking natural and fluttery. I would definitely agree with that. I actually just bought this very recently. A couple of you guys had recommended it to me, and I tried the telescopic lift, which I like. I don't love the brush on that one, but I do really love the brush on this one. I think the telescopic lift gives me really big lashes, like tons of volume, but I have quite a bit of natural volume in my lashes, so I'm usually just looking for a lengthening formula, which is why that's what I asked for. And again, it recommended something that I really love. So far the AI is giving really solid recommendations. I love this brush because it's so small, and I have hooded eyes, and the hood kind of comes down, and a lot of times I end up hitting it with a mascara brush if it's too wide or too big, and then I get mascara all over my eyelids and I end up ruining my eyeshadow. So I really enjoy smaller brushes like this. Okay, so guys, like, look at how lengthening this formula is. It's incredible, and it also doesn't clump. I feel like it really does give your lashes that nice fluttery look, so this one is so awesome. I also thought it was interesting that it suggested the Maybelline Lash Sensational. I haven't tried that one in years, so I'd be curious to try it again. I remember it being really, really big when it first came out. That's sort of like what happened to me with this one, because I remember loving this when it came out, but then I think we just get caught up in all the new, and we forget how good some of these older formulas are. All right, eyes are done. Let's move on to foundation. I think I'm going to ask it for a drugstore option in this category too, because I don't really have a lot of high-end foundations. So please tell me a drugstore foundation that works well for dry skin. All right, it says L'Oreal True Match Foundation is a great option for dry skin as it's formulated with nourishing ingredients like vitamin E and provitamin B5 to help hydrate and protect the skin. It also has a lightweight, creamy texture that blends easily and doesn't settle into dry patches or fine lines. This foundation provides buildable coverage that looks natural on the skin and comes in a wide range of shades, so you're sure to find a perfect match for your skin tone. Additionally, it's oil-free and non-comedogenic, making it suitable for sensitive skin types as well. Overall, L'Oreal True Match Foundation is a great option for anyone looking for a drugstore foundation that works well for dry skin. Oh my gosh, I love this foundation too, and I do happen to have it. I don't know if they're talking about the old one or the newly reformulated. I have the newer one, and unfortunately this isn't the best shade match. I still need to go out and get a better one. I ordered this online at Ulta and I got the shade C3, which is cool, light, medium. I probably need something that's just more of a cool light, so either way will make this work. I love this foundation because of how thin it is, and it's truly the most skin-like foundation I've ever tried. It's so thin and weightless, it doesn't look like you're wearing anything once you blend it into your skin. It just doesn't look like you're wearing makeup at all. It's amazing. And I do think this is great for dry skin as well. It doesn't cling to any dry patches. It also has a nice hydrating feel. So far I think the AI is hitting a home run. Yeah, every time I use this, I'm just so amazed at how it looks on the skin. It's so beautiful. All right, so let's ask it next. Please tell me a good drugstore concealer for dry skin. One good drugstore concealer for dry skin is the Maybelline New York Instant Age Rewind Eraser Dark Circles Treatment Concealer. This concealer is formulated with hydrating ingredients like goji berry and haloxyl to help brighten and hydrate the delicate under eye area. Its creamy blendable texture doesn't settle into fine lines or dry patches, and it provides buildable coverage that can be used to conceal dark circles, blemishes, and other imperfections. It also comes with a sponge tip applicator that makes it easy to apply and blend the product. So I do happen to have that one, and I also really like this formula a lot. I haven't used mine in a while. I've been using the Revlon Skin Awaken one a lot lately, but this one is really nice too. It's again very thin, lightweight, really skin-like. This particular shade that I have, I think is the brightening one. It kind of has a pinky color. It says number 160, so I think it's gonna look extra bright on top of this foundation that was too dark, but I'm just not gonna use too much. I think it'll still work out. The only thing I disagree with the AI is that this has like really good coverage coverage because I don't feel like it has the best coverage. I think it's really brightening, and it probably has light to medium coverage, which is decent, but I wouldn't go so far as to say like it has great coverage because I don't think it's necessarily going to cover up more prominent dark circles. But I do think that this is a really nice formula for dry skin. Okay, let's move on to bronzer. I'm going to ask it to please recommend a cream or powder bronzer for light skin tones with a pink undertone. I'm getting very specific here. All right, so it says for a cream bronzer with a pink undertone that works well for light skin tones, I would recommend the Glossier Cloud Paint in the shade Dusk. I thought that was a blush, but I guess it could be used as a bronzer. This cream gel bronzer has a sheer buildable formula that blends easily into the skin, providing a natural looking flush. It has a pinkish brown hue that looks flattering on light skin tones with pink undertones, giving a subtle warmth to the skin. So yeah, it has that pinkish brown undertone because I think it's technically a blush, but I see kind of where they're going with this. It probably would look amazing as a cream bronzer. I do have the shade Dusk, but it's so old, I actually was going to throw it out. It's multiple years old now, so I don't think I want to use it. But it says if you prefer a powder bronzer, I would recommend the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer in the shade Bronzer. This powder bronzer has a soft velvety texture that blends seamlessly into the skin. It has a warm tone pink undertone that adds warmth and dimension to the skin without looking too orange or muddy. Both of these bronzers have received great reviews and are known for their ability to give a natural looking flush to the skin. However, it's important to note that the shade that works best for you will depend on your skin tone and personal preferences, so it's always a good idea to try out a sample or swatch the product before purchasing. How smart. All right, so I think I'm gonna use the Butter Bronzer since I do have the shade Bronzer and this is my favorite color. I'm gonna use my powder brush from Doll 10 and I'm just gonna apply this to my face in the number 3. So a little bit on the forehead, a little bit under the cheekbones, a little bit under the chin. This is a beautiful bronzer, but I also haven't used this one in quite a long time, so it's kind of fun to pull it back out again. I happen to think this is a great color. I don't necessarily think it has a pink undertone, but because it's not too orangey or too yellow, it's very neutral. I think it still works well if you have a pink undertone, just at warming up your skin. Okay, moving on to blush. I'm gonna say, please give me a blush option for light skin with a cool pink undertone. Okay, it says Tarte Blush in Doll Face is actually a great option for light skin with a cool pink undertone. The shade Doll Face is a beautiful light pink color with cool undertones that adds a natural looking flush to the skin. The Tarte blush formula is also great for those with dry or sensitive skin. Hey, remember that I had dry skin, as it is infused with Amazonian clay that helps to balance and hydrate the skin. The formula is also long wearing. This is definitely true. So you can expect it to last throughout the day without fading or smudging. It kind of writes like a whole review of it. So anyway, I don't have the shade Doll Face, but I looked it up online and it is a really pale, cool tone pink. And it looks actually a lot like their Energy blush, which I do have. And I did get a lot of requests from you guys to try this on camera. So I think I'm just gonna use this in place of Doll Face because I do think it's very similar and it does have a cool pink undertone. So again, I'm just gonna pick this up on the powder brush from Doll 10. All right, so this is actually a very sheer blush. It's reminding me a lot of the Dior Rosy Glow blush. That one you also have to build up a little bit initially, but I like that because you can really customize how it looks on your skin. You don't have to go too dark if you don't want to, but if you do want a little bit more color, you can always build it up. Okay, so I think this color is gorgeous. It's actually the first time that I'm wearing it, so far really, really happy. All right, let's ask it about lips. I don't have a huge lipstick collection at the moment. I decluttered a whole bunch of them, so I don't know if it's gonna recommend something that I have, but let's try. I'm just gonna say, please recommend a pink lip product. And it says, certainly, here are a few options for pink lip products. That's weird, because before it only recommended one thing. It says 1, MAC Cosmetics lipstick in Pink Pigeon. This bright matte pink shade is perfect for making a statement. It has a blue undertone that will complement cool toned skin. 2, NARS Velvet Matte Lip Pencil in Roman Holiday. This soft pink shade has a blue undertone that will complement cool toned skin. The formula is matte and long wearing. Number 3, Maybelline Color Sensational lipstick in Pink Me Up. This drugstore option is a soft pink shade with a slight blue undertone. The formula is creamy and hydrating, perfect for everyday wear. Number 4, I don't have any of these so far, by the way. Number 4, Glossier Generation G in Cake. This sheer matte lipstick has a subtle pink tint that's perfect for a natural, effortless look. It has a blue undertone that will complement cool toned skin. And number 5 is Charlotte Tilbury Matte Revolution Lipstick in Pillow Talk. Okay, I do have this one. The cult favorite pink shade has a warm undertone that will complement cool toned skin. That's interesting. The formula is matte but comfortable to wear and has a velvety finish. So I just have a little sample size of this that I'm going to use because I don't have the full size. I keep meaning to buy it, but I have a dupe from L'Oreal that is so similar. I just haven't really wanted to spend the money on the full size. The dupe is the L'Oreal Nude Intense number 173. It's almost identical to Pillow Talk. I'll just show you guys really quick. All right, so this is Pillow Talk on the top and this one is L'Oreal on the bottom. They're not identical, but they're pretty close. But I do really love this color. I think it's the perfect your lips but better type of a shade. So here's the final look. I think that ChatGPT actually did an amazing job recommending products for me and just my skin tone and my eye color, everything that I wanted. I think these were really solid recommendations and it was so much fun to pull out products that I haven't used in a while and some others that I use all the time. I'd love to hear from you guys down in the comments below. If you end up trying this, what did it recommend for you and were you happy with the results? Anyway, guys, if you've made it here to the end, thank you so much for watching. I truly appreciate it so much that you took time out of your day to spend it here with me. If you haven't subscribed yet, be sure to hit that subscribe button before you go. And if you have a little bit of extra time and you want to see another video, I'll just go ahead and pop a playlist right here of some of my favorite recent videos for you to check out next. Thank you guys so much, and I'll see you all in my next video. Take care. Bye.